Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle Andrew with your sneak peek at next week's episode number 480 for comics originally releasing October the 24th, 2018. But before Drew and I get into what's coming out in your local comic book shops this proceeding Wednesday, Drew, we've got a final look at our numbers and all kinds of stuff to go around in the world of comics.
Yeah, I didn't win the $1 billion Mega Millions tonight, so I guess we'll do a podcast.
Boo. When was the drawing?
It was this evening.
Cool.
Yeah, I got one number.
Nice. I got a ticket sitting here somewhere, so I'll have to check it out.
Oh, man, if you won, we're best friends.
I would buy you, I might even buy you a 9.6 Spider-Man 300.
Wouldn't go 9.8, though.
No, just for spite.
That sounds about right. Yeah, Aaron Churchill says, you talked a little bit about your selling process last week. However, I was wondering if you could detail it a little more in the next episode. I found my God Country #1. I have two, and picked up an extra thanks to your podcast a long time ago.
Yeah.
I just started it at $10, and I did a 7-day auction with $6 shipping. And he took a lot of pictures. I just hopped on it. If you were listing this, how would you have done it? I have a tendency to ramble, so I will stop here, even though I have way more thoughts. Yeah, Aaron, I jumped on. Kyle, how's that sound to you just from first glance?
I mean, the biggest thing is lots of pictures. So that's my big thing. As many pictures. Like, I listed my God Country, and I took super close up of all corners and spines of the 1A and 1-2.
Yeah.
You know, I want people to feel like they're getting. If I'm marking something near me, I don't want them to take my word for it. I want them to see it.
Yeah, and I made the mistake of just throwing up mine with a pick, and that's the question I got over and over and over again. I had a 2-pack, an A and B.
Yeah.
Cover, and I didn't do corners, and those were the questions I got total over and over again. So I had to go take my corner pictures and then put them back up, and then I still got questions about spine creases and stuff. And I'm like, just look.
Yeah.
Just look.
So I used all 80 characters in my listing. You know, God Country 1, the word first print, the word Kate's, and the word optioned.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people doing options. I ran out of room. I didn't have that in there because I had 2 in there that I was describing. Now, I did hop on his, and he put this up on Thursday, and he did a 7-day auction. So that means it's going to end on a Thursday. So that's okay with a really hot property, I think. But I have always heard the best days to end are Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So I suggested perhaps he move that to a 10-day auction, which I don't even know if you can edit those at that point, if you have bids. But move that to a 10-day auction so it ends on that Sunday. What are your thoughts there?
Absolutely. I know a lot of time, like if I'm at home, sit next to a computer, I'm more likely to browse eBay and be look. Yeah. And those are the times when I'm looking for things that are ending soon and, you know, tossing out those bids where I'm not even thinking a lot.
Yeah, now the Cowabunga guys do most of, they pay the little extra to be able to just schedule when they're going to end. And their auctions all end on Fridays. So there's some kind of data behind that. I don't know if that gives them the weekend to pack and ship everything, and it's for convenience sake, or you know, people are sitting at work on a Friday afternoon, and clock watching until it's time for the weekend to start, and so there's a lot more traffic on eBay then. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of the data out there that I haven't looked for it. I've just always assumed, because my tendencies are to look on the weekends. Mm-hmm. So when I have downtime and I can surf on my phone or whatever. So that would be the only thing I would say. What do you think about starting it at $10? That's a risk, right? Because if for some
eBay
reason
will say 80% of people, you know, want it to start at 99 cents, but that freaks me out.
Well, yeah, I have trouble with 99 cents because I don't want to, because I've sold something for 99 cents.
Yeah.
And then I was pissed. So I never want to take that chance. So if you're okay with selling it for $10, you know, and if for some reason it falls through the cracks and nobody bids on it, and somebody gets it for $10 and your shipping costs, then then it's okay. Otherwise, start it at your lowest point that you're willing to sell it for, and then see how that goes.
Which eBay will tell you is a mistake, but I can't do it.
Right. And you're doing your God countries as best offers, correct?
Yeah, I'm tossing it up, and this is I'm doing a first run as like I'm aiming for the sky, and then I'll bring it back down to earth.
Well, there are what, 1s and 2s and 3s?
Yeah, I have A and B for 1, and they are 9.8. They're friggin' perfect.
Yeah, mine were 9.8, so mine's really
And
nice.
then I have 3 copies of the second print because I grabbed the second print because I really like the red cover. It's not doing too much. And then I have for number 2, I have A, B, and C all perfect as well. So I put up a lot of 6 comics, which is for issue 1, it's A, B, and second print. And then all 3 issues of number 2. So you've got like everything you'd want for issue 1 and 2. And 2 has a tiny print run.
Yeah, that's nice. You get any watchers or any sniffers?
Yeah, I got like 4 watchers and 60 views or something. I can't remember, but yeah.
Anybody lowball you yet?
No. And well, I put in a thing where it's like if you offer me less than this, don't just automatically say no.
What is it, half?
Yeah.
Is that where you said it? Yeah. I think mine sets at half too. So if they offer me below half, it just automatically declines.
Yeah.
But then they're getting smart to that, so they offer you like half and a little
Plus
bit more.
a penny.
Yeah. Like, come on, dude. That's not gonna work. I hope that's a little more detail on the process, but you did a great job. Your listing's awesome. I even bid it up for you $1. So keep that thing moving. And I hope you clean up, Aaron, and thank you. Aaron also said, have you guys seen this site? It's called coverprice.com, coverprice.com. So I checked it out and signed up. I'd signed up for the free version. And it's a really nice little aggregate of hot books for the week. They've got a marketplace site where you can just type in any book and it'll show you what it's doing on my comic shop and what it's doing on eBay. It kind of like aggregates the stuff that's last week that's hot and selling. And it's a really nice little site. I like it. I didn't look too closely at all the stuff that was in the pay package because I think for a nominal fee per month, I think it was $5 or so a month. You got a lot more stuff, like you know, managing your collection and things like that through it, like your Comic Realm does.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like price monitoring of all of your entire collection.
Yeah, tell you when your book spikes, kind of things. Too.
Yeah. So there was a lot of stuff like that and more that I just didn't look at that into. But as far as the site goes, I'm going to use it. I think it's pretty cool. So. Thank you for the heads up on that. You guys should check that out. coverprice.com. Something cool to check out.
Very cool. I'm on the site now. I'll sign up for one when we're done.
Yeah. Michael Lamb says, I'm going to jump in on Aquaman when Kelly Sue DeConnick takes over in December. Now, do you think it's necessary that I read any of the previous volumes?
No.
I think you start cold. It's her job to be accessible. New creator taking on a property, whether it's a number 1, whether it's just picking up where the other one left off, they still need to do a good job of.
Yeah, and I have a weird feeling she's going to have her own little version of that. All those
Aquaman Bitch Planet, maybe.
I'm in.
Yeah. Robert Seifert said,
wait, by the way, how has Michael Lamb not been talking Kansas City Chiefs smack? Is he that much of a better person than we are?
I think he is. You know, he didn't mention the fact that his Chiefs beat us barely, and there were some questionable calls. He never mentioned any of that.
He's just a good dude. Because had we beat them a third time, I'd have just blown him up.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see him in the playoffs.
There you go.
Robert Seifert says, Shuri number 1, huh?
Come on, yeah.
Better cash in your spec card now.
Shut up, Bob.
What do you have to say to that?
No, but seriously, I still think it's a great point, a great option. I see it kind of like the Captain Marvels, the very early, the strong female cover,
Long
I
hold.
think this is going to be I think it's going to push up. A lot of people excited about it. Our boy Wolf Warner picked up 2 copies of it. He sprung for the variant on it. He's excited for it. And he's a good barometer for me for Marvel and things like that. So, yeah, I feel strong that that's going to be a character that Marvel is just going to shovel coal on the fire and just put her in everything and anything.
So Kyle doubles down on Shuri #1.
That's right. I'm still drunk.
Okay, well, big whiff that we missed from the June previews, and I don't notice all of the things we whiff on, but sometimes they just bubble to the surface. And it came out, I think, in late September, early October. Was from Antarctic Press. It's called Rags #1. Very low print run. And we saw the.
We made fun of it. I made fun of it.
We actually saw this. I think the second print on FOC and in a one of our sneak peeks. We saw the book and said, she's scantily clad. It looks kind of good. We should pick that up. I didn't pick that up. I did not order that. Read it digitally, so it was really good. But now it's going for $60 plus online. So it is smoking hot, and I missed it. So if your comic shop goes deep into the back half, and you can still snag one, snag them all off the shelf because they're super hot. Just last week on the 10/10 releases, we missed a couple too. DC's Cursed Comics Cavalcade #1 quickly rose in value and is now a $20 book. And Dread Final Judgment #1 has jock cover art and is going for over $25.
There's been like 9,000 Dread books. There's no way we could have grabbed that one.
Yeah, so I don't even know if we touched on either one of those in the sneak peek rundown of those weeks. They don't sound familiar. Yeah, they don't sound familiar to me, so we missed the boat on those. And it kind of just leads into we often talk of selling when the iron's hot. Sometimes we talk about holding things, and sometimes we miss the window of when these things spike. Kyle, you ran across a couple of those in your collection recently, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been going through trying to get things organized and trying to really kind of make myself push to get a lot more stuff up. I'm looking to get rid of some stuff. I just got too much crap laying around. And the more I was doing some research, the more I was finding out I missed the spike on a lot of stuff that I just... you'll hear me recommend Drew a lot of times, well, sell the Bat Dong early. Just get rid of it before it goes down. Yep. And it's because I keep getting burned on things. I keep missing the spike on things that hit a good price and then settled back down. By the time I was ready to sell, they've settled back down. And the people who were really hardcore into it paid their price already, and then they're out. I was looking at things like Nailbiter spiked pretty good for a while. I have every single issue of that book. Multiples of everything.
Well, it's at $20, isn't it?
But it was higher than that for a long time. It went up real nice for a while, and I'm just like... And now if you look at completed, most stuff isn't moving really. Yeah. So it's just not quite doing what it was. And, you can get 20 for the first one, so I feel like I could probably get a pretty good bet for the full boat run, but it was at a higher bet. I meant those Bloodborne #1s. Those spiked up again for a second time for some odd reason.
Oh, wow.
I got to find those and get those up because I missed the boat on that. Nameless spiked for a little bit. There was some talk about a secret project that's been unnamed I was reading, and there's a lot of thought that it is that Nameless #1. Heck, I've got that signed by Burnham.
Yeah, I do too, but I can't get rid of it. It says my name.
Yeah, it says your name. Well, but I have multiple copies of it, and now it's doing nothing now. That was just a rumor mill that pushed it for a bit, and then it did nothing. Of course, I missed the spike on Walking Dead by a long shot, just because I just wanted to hold on. Monstrous is still a high book, but Monstrous was huge, and I have a couple copies of that cover A, that #1 cover A. And it just, let's see, there's a couple other things I'm like, dang it, I missed hard on, a lot of things.
Walking Dead is my own fault because I kept kicking the thing down the can as what's a nice run to put together to put up. So well, let's get to 150. Let's get to 200 now. So and I just didn't want to. I didn't know where to break my runs.
Yeah.
And now I've kind of I've taken a little too long, and I might be sitting on 3 runs of Walking Dead from 100 to infinity.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed Redneck. I waited too long on Redneck.
Yeah. I'm sitting on way too many of those.
Unless Kate's heats up again. And right now I just saw Saga spike again. And now the question is, go ahead and put my full run of Saga up now or wait till it comes back from hiatus?
I think it's probably now. If it's spiking now,
I saw some bumps now with it.
This would be the time, probably. And I would have to find mine because I have lost my organization.
Yeah.
It's out of control. So it'll take me all day to find 52 issues of Saga.
Yeah. I have a good 35 just chilling here. And of course my number 1's signed, but not 9.8. It's got a little spine ding on it that takes it down to probably 9.2 on it. But signed by BKV. And I've got dupes of everything from 2 up. 2 on. A double run almost completely.
It's tough to get rid of a signed BKV book. He doesn't do any cons.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I might keep
I'm
that
just
one.
at the moment I'm just wanting to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That would help move it.
Yeah. And I've got 2 copies of my Teen Titans, my high-end Teen Titans Deathstroke, and I got to figure out which one of those I'm putting up.
Yeah.
I noticed that one of them, you notice how sometimes you'll get comics and someone will put like a Sharpie mark through all the top of them?
Yeah.
Like the black line. This has the black line on the top, and I'm wondering how that affects grading.
Yeah, they usually do that like when they're bagged and boarded.
Yeah.
They don't put it on the actual book itself.
This has some black marker on the actual top of the actual book. I'm like, ew.
What a D-bag. Who did that?
Yeah. So just lamenting missed opportunities on things, and it's my kicking myself for not being.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for every wait too long, there's the, you sell your ASM 300 before they announce the Venom movie, and then they announce the Venom movie, and you're like, oh, that was dumb.
And 88% of actual people that go see Venom love Venom.
Yeah. So, and then Ice Cream Man, I sold it for $15.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Where I was like, "Get your Ice Cream Man." You're like, "Oh, I've got those. I'll dig." And then you look back, you're like, "I sold them."
Nope, I sold them for $15. So, I struck while the iron was hot, and then it got really hot. So it's tough, man. It's a tough. It's like you for a while there, you had no remorse. You're like, sell it all.
Yeah.
As soon as it goes double cover, boom.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
And I did awesome on things like what was the Lewis and Clark one?
Oh, Manifest Destiny?
Manifest Destiny. I shot a full run of 1 through 7 off that as soon as 7 came out, and I made like $70 off that when it was perfect on it, and I still kept myself a cover A. So some of it worked out great. My new 52 Nightwing run, as soon as that capsulized, I flipped it and made awesome money for that.
Yep.
A lot of work in that run, but still was very proud of that and did that. And then things like new 52 Batman run. Might as well give it away at this point.
Yeah, I am. You never put that up, and now the luster is off the rose. Isn't it?
I did see a spike in. Remember we were talking about that 52-week run, the comic named 52.
Yeah, I've sold 2 of those.
The whole runs. Well, I think number 11 just jumped hard.
Really, what's that about?
I can't remember what it was. I think it was it was now that Batgirl is being, or Batwoman is in. There was a big Batwoman thing in that one, if I remember correctly.
Really?
So that book jumped.
What do they call it? What is that called? 52 Weekly?
Yeah, something like that.
Weekly, and it said that's number 11?
Yeah. Sure. I was doing some research on it, and then I of course, got off that.
Nah, I can't find it. It's not in the system that way.
Yeah. 52, DC 52, week 11. Yeah, people were asking. First appearance of Batwoman as Katie Kane is in week.
Okay, yeah,
issue 11 of that.
$15, $20.
Yeah,
there's $40.
Yeah,
30. Those are all.
But
sold,
again, that's one that kind of I missed the big spike on that one. Heck, someone got $70 plus shipping. Throw 1 through 52 on. What are you getting for it?
I sold the whole set for $100.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I did well with it.
Yeah. So I have that whole set, but they're reader copies on a couple of them.
Oh yeah, but I mean, come on.
All right, I might pull that out and put it up for $100. See what I can find.
Yeah, if it's got that in it, that's probably better than pulling that out and breaking up the run, right?
In my mind, I'll feature it on there. Try to get rid of all of them because I don't want to keep them all. What'd that cost you to ship?
It was I did media mail. I media mailed it, and of course that's questionable. But
no, it's not questionable. It's illegal. It's 1,000% not allowed.
It was media.
There are ads, dear.
There were no ads in that.
Oh yeah. All right.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying it. If I ask, there were no ads in it.
There you go.
I had a guy cancel. He bought a set of my Walmart books and free shipping, and he was like, "Oh, I just noticed you have media mail checked." And I was like, "Yeah, I probably should have just said economy shipping and not told them."
Yeah.
It's like, "Nope, I don't want it." I'm like, "You don't want it because it's going to be shipped media mail?" I'm like,
yeah.
You're not paying for it. I'm not going to give you, priority. And he's like, well, it could get caught at my post office, and then they could bring me in and make me pay the difference. And I'm like, no, they're not going to do that. They'll make me pay the difference.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to make you pay it.
And I used to do the media mail gamut, and I had a guy say, "Hey, do you mind if I pay a couple extra bucks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, toss me another couple $2. We'll do it whatever way you want."
Yeah. And otherwise, I can just go, $7 for and mail everything priority.
Yeah.
And then I can just not do free shipping anymore. I mean, actually, media mail's not that cheap. It's $3.
Mm-hmm. It's cheap on bulk.
Yeah, it's when you get to the heavy stuff. So yeah, yeah. I mean, trades. You're allowed to do trades, aren't you?
I can't remember the laws and morals and rules and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I got a buddy who just got a job at the Postal Service. I'll get the ins on that.
Yeah. So, say books. They're books. And they are. They're books.
Yeah. Anyways, I miss a lot of crap. I miss a lot of spikes. So
anyway,
I gotta get to this.
Yeah, we got to do a better job of monitoring what we have, monitoring the industry, striking when the iron's hot, but not too quickly. Yeah. If there's still meat on the bone and we need to wait a little bit, then it's not easy. I mean,
no, this is why we do a podcast, to try to help here, because it's a nuanced game.
And we're not experts.
Yeah, we're even talking about right now. We're talking about how there's a lot of heat on the blind box Walking Deads.
Yes.
And we're once a month shipping, so we won't get those for a little while. Is it going to be something where they're cool already, because those are flying?
Right. So yeah, we've still got 2 weeks to wait for ours to come. Yeah. So, will the market be over by then?
Yeah.
Kind of like my Walmart swamp things that still haven't sold.
Get that receipt off, brother.
I know. I gotta find it. I hope I still have it. Otherwise, I've got
store credit.
Oh, I'm in trouble. No, the manager had to come up when I took a stack of Superman back, because I couldn't sell all those either. And they're like, you only take it back if they look perfect. No. Like they haven't been read at all, and they have a receipt. Otherwise, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Man, that's harsh for Walmart.
My people at my local love me. They'll take back whatever.
Because you will go over their head.
Oh, I will pull all the tricks that get pulled on me on a daily basis. I'll take I'll take my 3-year-old in with me in the cart and be like, oh, but what happened?
It was a birthday present for my little child.
Right, but he can no longer read.
Oh, customer service. You gotta love it. Yeah. Hey, my boys, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, are coming back with a new criminal monthly series. That's coming up, I think, in January. So I'm excited. Just finished up the doggone it, what was it called? Kill or Be Killed, which I love.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And we had the Fade Out before that, and those were just great. So I'm looking forward to this Return to Criminal. I've read the first volume of Criminal. I don't know if I've read them all, so I need to catch up before this new series gets here. I'm excited.
Very cool.
Kyle, Nightwing's name, spoiler alert, Nightwing's name is going from Dick Grayson to Rick. Dick Grayson is gone, and in his place is Rick, still a hero. Just one with a different, everything, which would make for an interesting situation as Nightwing has more than just his own struggles to deal with. His name is now Rick. What do you think, as the resident Nightwing aficionado and superfan, what do we think about this little...
Okay, Nightwing hasn't been working, so yeah, let's mix it up.
And it's good.
But what?
I know. It seems weird. I did like 50 a lot. I thought 50 was good.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Are you close to jumping off the Nightwing train?
I've literally jumped off multiple times, and then I just run along beside it and jump back
on. In similar vein, we have DC ending its current volume of Suicide Squad in January.
Yeah, dude, don't click on any threads on like Facebook threads for comicbook.com or anything with it, because like people got the DC universe and the comic book universe mixed up, and everybody's screaming at each other. It was so toxic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the Rob Williams created title is going to wrap up at number 50. So no more Suicide Squad. Are you sad?
No, I mean that book was good during New 52 because it was Harley and it was darker, and then they just milked it to death.
Okay, so we'll let it go sit on the bench for a while.
Yeah, and then come back with a fresh take.
Nice. Let's see, comic sales. We've got our numbers. Do you remember what your prediction was? What did you say for Return of Wolverine?
I don't know because I'm on the wrong thing. I said 150.
Yes, I think I said 125. It's 260. I was dumb. And we said, I think I said the top 3 would be over 100,000, and I believe you said the top 4, and you were correct.
Boom! Shock.
Yeah. Yes. So, Wolverine was 260. Heroes in Crisis, that came in second, it did 140. Doomsday Clock 7 did 130. Batman 55 did 105,000. Batman the Damned did 95,000. How is there that much value in this?
No kidding.
At that level, can you believe that? Isn't that amazing?
That's pretty. Yeah, that's insane.
And then we have Batman 54 did 94,000. Thanos Legacy number 1 did 92,000. Fantastic Four number 2 did 85,000. Amazing Spider-Man 6 84,000. Amazing Spider-Man 5 82,000, and that rounded out the top 10. We don't have a Walking Dead until rank 19 at 62,000. So usually it's right around that 10, 11, 12 area. So 62,000 seems close to what it's been selling. So everything else just must be lapping it.
There you go. Man, there's a big difference at 10 grand in between, or 10,000 in between Batman 54 and 55.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, and is that just a dope Matina cover? Is 10,000 issues?
I think that's it.
Wow.
I think that's it.
Man, 260,000 Return of Wolverine. 260 people are going to return that book's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Unless it's at Walmart, they're not returning the book.
Unless it's original receipt.
Yes. So as we glance down here, the Stranger Things number 1 that we picked as it might be a low print run.
Yeah. What's the asterisk?
It's probably returnable.
Yep.
It did 60,000 copies. So that's been reduced because of its returnability.
Yeah.
So it's actually 15% more than that, or 10% more than that.
Too many copies, not going to be worth a thing. Not really a good story. Jump away now.
It wasn't awful. Did you read it?
I glanced at it, and it didn't seem like it was what I
the
wanted.
art's really subpar, I think.
Yeah.
But the story was okay.
Detective Comics down to right at 50K, getting ready to ramp up to 1,000. I'm jumping on with this previews, getting the 6th leading to 1,000 with that new creative team and everything as well. You may want to jump on now with these being so small print run. I don't know if this creative team's going to do anything on their way out, though.
Is it still James Robinson?
I'm not reading it. So.
I think these issues are James Robinson's. I enjoyed the Brian Edward Hill, but I didn't even try the James Robinsons.
All right, so just wait for the new. Who is the new? I'm blanking for some odd reason.
I think it's James Robinson right now. I don't know who's going to do issue 1000.
No, but the new creative team jumps on the previews we got now, and it's why can't I remember? I was excited for it.
I don't know, but 1,000 will probably be a bunch of people doing stories, right? Like they did with Action.
I'm hoping they just like something dope happens.
Like a wedding.
Yeah, that would be awesome if we had a wedding. Yeah, I don't think they're brave enough to do that though. No.
It would be pretty nice if they just dusted that off again. Anything else jump up of you? Slide down the top 50 and out of the top 50 and into the top 100?
Tomasi returns to build towards 1,000. It's Tomasi.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why
cool.
I couldn't remember a darn thing.
And does it say when that is?
994.
994?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. We got Bully Wars debut at 27,000.
I think this Cosmic Ghost Rider run and only having 44,000 is going to be a nice run to have and be able to make some money off of.
It depends on how it ends because it's kind of just okay.
Oh yeah, I've heard it's got a nice little humor to it.
Yeah, it's got a humor to it, but I don't know if it's fantastic. Like it's not Thanos.
It's not
level.
Thanos, yeah.
Spawn still selling 20,000. Paper Girls still at 20,000. Its 24th issue is 20,045 copies. So looks like it's gonna fall below for 25.
Yeah.
Our Dungeons and Dragons Brick and Morty around 20,000.
There's some specialty covers on that kind of aped us on our picks.
What do you mean?
There's like some retailer exclusive that heated up pretty good on those.
All the Rick and Morty stuff.
Yeah.
I still believe in the 4-pack of character sheets. We'll see
Yeah.
if I can remember to add it to my order each month.
Yeah, no kidding.
And FOC. Border Town, which was a Vertigo title that was just hyped. Man, everybody was like, Border Town's brilliant. Border Town's amazing. Border Town's okay. And it sold 15,000.
Yeah.
Reorder activity on Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it says looking at 2 darn. Yeah. Sleepy Gary only 12,000 for Oni Press and Rick and Morty. Oh my.
Yeah. There's my Jinx World sampler. Did 12,000 copies. It did not have anything unique in it.
Yeah.
So that was a swing and a miss on my part.
Snot Girl just barely clicking on the 10K.
Poor Snot Girl. I wonder how long he'll stick around with that book. Yeah. It's not selling anything.
It was in the trade was really high up there if I remember correctly. So
yeah,
probably longer than we think.
Yeah, did he do Scott Pilgrim as individual issues? Or was it just those trade paperbacks?
could not tell you.
I wasn't around back then. I wasn't reading comics back then. Let's see. Nothing's jumping out at me, really.
Nothing's really jumping.
Some real small print runs on that War Bears did less than 5,000. Olivia Twist did 5,000. That first issue. Low Road West did 5,000. These are books that I was interested in, and instead of Rags, I went with those. And bummer, I haven't even seen Rags on this.
Yeah.
So maybe it was an October release. I thought it was September.
I think it was the beginning of October.
Yeah. Or it was an infinitesimal print run. Because they're going all the way to 400 and.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Holy crap! 403, 1,805.
1,800 copies.
Yeah. Darn.
Wow. Missed the boat.
Yeah.
And but I got all my alternate comics. And they're also selling 1,800. Why aren't they $50?
Yeah. More cheesecake, please.
Yeah, I mean, and it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. I keyed. All right, I got nothing else.
Nothing else. All right, let's take a look at the FOC. Kyle, what's FOC stand for?
FOC stands for Final Order Cutoff. It is your last opportunity to go to your LCS before this coming Monday at noon and tell them to please add this book to their order. Therefore, it's not going to be something you have to chase. Most of the time with FOC, if you add it, it comes directly from Diamond before they even print, so we don't need to rely on Diamond to get things on a secondary order or maybe chase them on the secondary market. So this is just us trying to do you a favor and say, hey, this is your last chance to get it if you want to get it.
Yeah, nice.
And, of course, we get ours in a lovely curated Excel sheet from Cowabunga Comics. If you're interested in getting this sheet on a weekly basis and ordering from them, send our boy Eric with... excuse me.
Eric with a cough.
Eric with a cough. Eric with a C at cowabungacomics.com. Cowabunga, of course, with a K. And he can get you set up on their mailing list. Because... this FOC has really improved Drew's orders. He's adding quite a bit of stuff on the FOC.
And depleted my bank account, but improved my adding comics to my list.
Yep. And, of course, Eric has added a few curated featured items on the FOC. As through the email, he is recommending Catwoman #5, the Art Germ variant. Not quite as nice as the previous issue.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice. Murder Falcon #2, Cover B Heavy Metal variant.
What is that an homage to?
I don't know. That's what I want to know as well. Judas Priest was issue 1.
Judas Priest, Grim Reaper, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
He is also Amazing Spider-Man 9, Wiringo Black Cat variant by Humberto Ramos, and Bloodshot Rising Spirit #1 pre-order bundle edition.
So that's 8 comics for $20.
Yeah. And those are the things that Eric is recommending. But Drew and I will tell you what we recommend. So we're going to dig into the FOC real quick. And we're going to start in Dark Horse.
He's right about that Archer variant.
Yeah.
You got to get that.
God of War #1. Of course, God of War coming out with probably the current frontrunner for Game of the Year in the video game world. So I am going to jump into that. Try to find a little bit more backstory on that. So... God of War #1 of 4. Just jump in and grab all 4.
Nice.
Anything else in Dark Horse?
No. Nope.
All right, let's see what DC has. Of course, we've got that Catwoman 5 art germ. You can't miss that one. I don't know anything about the Electric Warriors. And are you able to find pictures? Or are they not popping up for you?
Yeah, it works. Electric Warriors is Steve Orlando, travel foreman. Pass. Hard pass. None of your links are opening?
I'm going to kill it and start over.
What do you want to see? Flash?
Yep.
The Flash variant is Carl Kerschel, and it's nice.
Huh.
I mean, these are they're all nice. You just can't give all your money over to all of them. I mean, the Red Hoods are usually pretty nice.
Uh-huh.
That's a Yasmin Putri, which is, that's another nice B cover. Suicide Squad as it ends. I wonder if they're going to do some nice covers on its way out the door. Yeah, that's a Matina. That's really nice. And you said, did they bring Art Germ back for Supergirls? Is that what we decided? No, that's Amanda Connor doing the B cover there. Titans is Yasmin Putri as well. Solid. We've got the Wonder Woman variant, which is Jenny Frison, another beautiful Jenny Frison cover. And I think those are starting to get some traction on the secondary market too.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're pretty. But yeah, I think I'll probably get another one of those Catwoman B covers just because I hadn't seen it before and it's really nice. Anything else in DC pop out at you?
No.
I haven't been reading Superman, but that's an Adam Hughes.
Did you just check your email? You just got an updated FOC from Eric.
With what?
The glass variant.
Glass variant for
Bloodshot.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI.
Do I have to download a new one?
I mean, I think just the header was probably all that changed. It just talked about pricing error and differential on that one. Just an FYI.
What is? Just tell me what it says.
God, I just told you what it says.
Well, what's the pricing?
Attention, there was a pricing error on an item that is on FOC. The following item has been updated on the form. If you plan to order this item, Bloodshot Rising Spirit number 1 glass cover E 250 copy instead of 300 bones.
Oh, that's the glass cover.
Yes.
And it's $300. That's cool.
Yes.
I was wondering how much it would be. That
Which
seems
means
reasonable.
DCBS will be asking for 5.
Or more.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing else in DC for me.
DW?
Nothing there.
All right. Image Comics.
That's the 25th issue of The Beauty.
Took him a while.
Did it?
I think so.
I don't think so. Beauty just came out when we were at C2E2, and that was only 2 years ago.
That was 3 years ago.
That was only 3 years ago. Got a lot of
number 1.
Yeah, a lot of those. Did we know about the Virgin variant?
No.
We'll have to check those out. Yeah. I'll put a little 1 right there just as a placeholder. I tell you how much I like Hey Kids comics. I really like it. It's Howard Chaykin, and I know a little bit about the history of comics, and the publishers and the creators of long ago, and so I can recognize some of the people that are getting skewered and parodied, and the different publishers that are getting attacked and stuff in it. But I don't know all of it, so it's really kind of cool to figure out who he's talking about. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know it inside and out, so I can't tell all of them. But I really liking it. It's fun. Now, what do we think about the Murder Falcon second print?
Yeah. Oh, what was it? You said second print?
Yeah, second print of issue 1. So it looks very similar to the other one. I don't think it changed much.
Yeah.
And then there's that heavy metal variant, but I didn't do the first one, so.
Yeah, these have to be FOC'd if I remember correctly. The heavy metal B was not offered in previews, so I need to get with Eric and get a copy of that. Even though I don't know the source material.
I keep saying Grim Reaper, but that's not the right band. Iron Maiden. It's an Iron Maiden cover.
Are they all Iron Maiden? Well, the text above the Murder Falcon text looks like Iron Maiden.
That's Iron Maiden. The other one was Judas Priest, right?
Correct. That's right. That's exactly right. Yes. So yeah, I definitely needed to get that one.
Oh, they're doing 10 copy and 25 copy incentive variants of Weatherman 6. And that's why? Who's that? Cliff Chang? And who's doing the other one? Jerome Pena. Wow, that's crazy expensive. There's not going to be very many of those out there, I wouldn't think. For Weatherman number 6? Does that make sense? And Marcos Martin just phoned it in, which I love his stuff normally, but I mean, come on. His stuff's much more detailed than that instead of an umbrella. Weatherman's been fun. It's been a good comic. All right. Anything else in Image?
All, sir.
We got tons of Spider-Man variants, tons of Avengers variants here. Holy smoke, there's an Alex Ross, Avengers 10. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. What's the cost on that? $100. Why is Avengers 10 so much?
I don't know.
What do I miss? So why is this a $6 book? 700 issues.
Legacy numbering.
Yes. This is Avengers 700. But they didn't change the number. Okay. All right. We're not going to do that anymore?
It doesn't make any sense.
Does that make sense to you? Nothing makes sense. Nothing matters. Did you find out if Black Order was your people?
It is.
From Infinity. Okay.
Yep, that's good old Thanos' peeps.
So was that got a chance to do something then?
Proxima Midnight was cool, but a lot of the characters were underwhelming.
And who did we determine was doing the writing on this?
Yeah.
Derek Landy. Do we know him? From Skullduggery Pleasant. Man.
Yeah.
That's tough. We got that Cosmic Ghost Rider you were talking about, the last issue. A lot of variants on that. We got a Jai Lee, Fantastic Four, number 3. Really nice. Good old Jai Lee. Is that for cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's for cover. It's pretty nice for cover. Is that Scotty Young?
I
Like the
assume so.
babies? Yeah, it's the little thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool, Scotty Young, though.
Well, I think it's
Yeah.
$3.99.
Uh-uh.
That's not bad.
Who did we do the action figure yet? Or no,
For
sorry,
Fantastic
I'm
Four?
still looking at Uncanny X for that one. Sorry.
I missed it. Where is it? Oh, Uncanny X-Men #1. Holy moly. Holy moly, look at those. So there's
Sorry, I got caught up in a bunch of those. My bad.
we need to, I don't know what the one in whatever of these Uncannies are. Do I?
Based
Is
on
that
price,
somewhere in the
we can
notes?
pretty much guess that the
I can't
Finch
tell
version
anymore.
is probably 1 in 500.
You don't think there's a 1 in 1,000?
Not,
They wouldn't do a 1 in 1,000 for Uncanny X-Men #1. Come on.
I don't see. I assume those are priced more than the 750.
No, I mean, it is
That's
Cowabunga,
true.
and they
That's
pass
true.
the
That
savings
Finch
along
version
to
may
you.
be the 1 in 1,000. I don't want to speak out of turn on that one.
There are lots of incentive variants for this Uncanny X-Men, so if you're interested, you should reach out to Eric and get detailed information. Or then we can go over here with little to no information. For a 475, 479 Liefeld variant.
Are there feet?
Oh,
Hey.
nope, don't need to be. I love it. I love it. It's really nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I bet you there'll be a stack of these Uncannies given out on Free Comic Book Day. So cover A, if they're going after the 1 in 1,000.
No, nothing.
What else you got? Nothing else in Marvel? Let's see. You are a brown coat,
I fancy
correct?
myself a fan. Yes.
So will you be getting the Sienkiewicz 1 in 100?
No. That's pretty cool.
It's nice. That's pretty cool. There's a blank variant. There's a Jock
cool. I like
incentive.
Jock stuff.
And it's not very much. It's affordable. That might be something
and
to
Greg
get right
Pak
there.
is writing this. I love Greg
Jock-
Pak and I love Firefly. So I mean,
Jock is still he still
does.
moves the needle.
oh, that Jock is
That's one.
nice.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting it.
It's not something you hear from me every now and again. That Jock is nice.
That's a nice Jock. That is a nice Jock.
Good stuff.
No Power Rangers for me. Oh wow, there's some Dynamic Forces sign stuff in here. That's pretty slick. And that was
Yeah,
FOC
so was
orderable.
unaware.
Did you? You get Bat 50, the wedding issue signed by Tom King. He says, "I'm sorry."
Blame DC. Love Tom King. You can still get Batman 44 signed too. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, those are cool. I didn't know you could get that stuff. Have I missed that before?
Normally
Has
he
that been on
doesn't
there
feature
before?
Dynamic Forces in the FOC, so it must be something different.
Yeah.
Rainbow Bright.
Last chance for Princeless Find Yourself. This is a pre-existing property, I think.
I am down in Titan, if that's okay, brother. I'm looking at
That's
Life
okay.
is Strange #1. Yet another comic, or yet another video game property. They've been doing a lot with this Life is Strange game. Tossing a few out. It's
What is that?
kind of a story-based game. Not unlike, I don't want to compare it to Telltale, but similar in ways to Telltale's type storytelling. Those kind of experience games. Yeah. And they've
My
done
speed.
some very cool
Ones
things
that I
with
can
it.
play.
So I will probably jump in and get a few, at least start with #1 on this, and maybe a couple more, and see where they go with it. Because I have interest in it.
Yeah.
And I've got more of the
it's
games
kinda
sitting
nice.
here that I should be reading, but I'm not.
Now,
People
which
really
cover?
like Chloe. That's what I'm looking at. But I'm going to say just go A.
Final print cover to be revealed. Not gonna.
I
release it
really
right now,
like
I
that
guess.
cover A. Yeah, so go with the Leonardi cover A.
And you wouldn't take a chance at the Chloe game art? No, don't
Yeah,
worry
you
about
can
it.
absolutely take a chance with those. Those are, yeah. I mean, that's the other one I like is the Chloe game art. Yeah,
Even though we can't see it.
yeah.
So there's the Bloodshot pre-order of 8 covers. Bloodshot Rising Spirit #1. 8 covers pre-order bundle. $20.
With the ability to get a glass comic. Yeah.
Yeah, how cool is that? It does say it's $2.13. I'll take 10.
Yeah, because on mine it's 300. And my pick of the week. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that's all I got.
Yeah. Well, there's Ripley's Believe It or Not #2. I believe one of my spec picks was a Ripley's Believe It or Not #1 a while ago, and that came out and I read it and it was good. I really liked it. It was very anthology-esque and reminded me of the old days of Ripley's
Very
Believe It
cool.
or Not stuff. Kind of cool. All right.
Yeah.
Cool FOC, man.
And of course, we
Lots of
just
neat
go through
stuff
the
in there.
FOC to make sure that if you miss something in your previews and you want to make sure you get it, you can contact your LCS if they do FOC, or if not, you can contact Eric, and they are more than happy to add some extra copies of stuff for you. So that is what they do. But we just want to make sure you don't miss out on your last opportunity to make sure things are in your pool box. So now that that's over, we're going to head over to previewsworld.com. We're clicking on October 24th, 2018, and we're going to start where we always start. Drew, let's start in Image Comics.
Burnout's first issue was
Yeah, but
great.
yeah, I
This
mean,
is
it's
the second
kinda
issue. You got
hit or miss by, it's kind of a weird premise, but
3 covers. You got an A, B, and a C. If you want to keep it going, it was surprising. It was better than I thought it would be.
C is the Burnout cover. Not many Image Comics this week. Short list.
No, really, really light, yeah. So maybe you could jump back into an Owen Guinea
I
Rat
really did want
Queens
to jump back
version
into
variant.
Rat Queens. I just don't have the time, and when I jumped back in with this set, it wasn't worth it in the beginning, and if I was trying to play catch up less, I probably would, but right now it just doesn't have enough for me.
Days of Hate. I think I dropped off that book. I didn't realize it was only a 12-issue miniseries. Probably should have stuck with it, but it just didn't do it for
Redneck
me.
is still coming out. Donny Cates still knocking it out of the park.
Now that's been out longer
Yes.
than God Country, right? Yeah. No options for you.
Give us time.
Yeah, I know, because I got a stack of them.
All right, let's head on down to Dark Horse Comics. Whispering Dark, number 1. Come on.
Is it open for you?
I'm just trying to think whether I care. An army pilot confronts a supernatural horror in this thriller in the tradition of Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness and Coppola's Apocalypse Now. Huh. That looks interesting.
Yeah. Did you read the first issue of
No,
Mystery
I
Science
did
Theater
not. Should I
2000?
have?
Are you a
No.
super fan of the show?
Gotcha.
Then no. So basically, the show conceit is they make
B-horror
fun
movies, yep.
of B-horror movies. Okay, so they're
Oh,
making
that's
fun
actually
of
kinda
comics.
neat. Yeah.
In the same way, they're in the comic that they're actually in. So they're in a comic and they're making fun of they're in an old. It's like an old style comic. So it's like it's almost like one of those romance comics, kind of like from the 50s or whatever. And so they're just making fun of the cheesy language and the what's going on and the way that things are drawn and stuff. But the jokes weren't landing for me. So I'm not sure if
Give me a
I'm gonna
holler
do
when
another shot
they
or
land
not.
in an Archie comic or something.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to go from comic to comic or they're just going to stick with this one for a while. I'm not sure. Olivia Twist, the first issue was really good. I liked it a lot. I think it might have been one of our highlighted things in a previous sneak peek
we talked
or
about it.
FOC or something. It was good, and so interested in maybe that second issue.
All right, Drew, let's head on down to IDW.
Oh, I wish I had $125 in my couch cushions for this Bill Sienkiewicz Mutants and Moon Knights Artifact Edition hardcover. Man, it is sweet.
Remember how we were talking about encapsulated comics and graded comics? And I was telling you about that weird Wolverine one I have that's like an 8.0. On the back of it, it has a special Sienkiewicz print of this just hairy ape-looking Wolverine on the back of it. I was like, oh, man. Yeah.
That's why.
It's
How
funny.
you know?
DC? Oh, wait, there's a lot. Okay.
Now, wait a minute.
We should probably talk about Dread because it did something on the last one.
Well, this says it's number 1. So did Judge Dredd come out yet? Because if it's selling, how is it? Is it pre-selling that hot
I wouldn't think so.
on eBay? I'm gonna have to check into this.
Yeah.
Not now. I won't do it now. I won't bother you guys now, but might want to pick up a Judge
David
Dredd though.
Latham and Maria Latham, both writing Lodger.
Well, I am a huge fan of Stray Bullets, and so this is the same dude. So I am all over this.
This is
I'm excited
Black
about
Crown imprint from IDW, the first black and white miniseries. And there is a Sienkiewicz special edition cover. This is made for you. I'm reading the solicit, and it says a new series from the Eisner winner, blah blah. Black Crown's first black and white miniseries. Don't miss a special variant cover by Sienkiewicz. Yeah.
But it's not listed.
Eric, help!
Man. Might have missed the boat on Lodger. Shoot. Okay, I think that's it for IDW.
Comics.
Got some more foils coming out. I've seen all these foils so far, and they really look nice. I think some are amazing. Some are just really nice. They're good condition. I haven't seen a lot of problems lately at all. So our fears were, I think, out of whack. Oh, I love that Dave Johnson B cover for Batman Beyond. All those Joker faces.
Oh wow, yeah, that is good.
There are a significant number of collectors that are Joker collectors. Any Joker cover. And
I even
it
really like what
spikes.
Joshua Middleton did with the Batgirl B cover.
Yeah, well, he's good.
I'm not
All
saying
his
it's
stuff
not,
is pretty
but,
darn
like,
good.
You got to do something pretty hardcore to get me to notice a Batgirl comic.
That's true. Books of Magic is another Sandman universe. It also has a Josh Middleton C cover. I'm kind of steering clear of the Sandman universe stuff.
Man, is that just me, or that cover C, that old lady Harley, that Amanda Kana is just awful. That C cover.
Is that the one with
Yeah.
the bomb in the back?
No,
her
it
face
doesn't.
doesn't look
I
right,
understand
does
they did
it?
something different with the hair, but she just looks sketch.
Morissette did the cover
Better.
A and better. You're gonna read that
No,
probably though, right?
That's saying crap.
I mean,
Cash grab more than anything I've ever seen in my life. No way.
Have you been reading comics long?
I get
That's
it.
all it is. That's all it is
I get the Old
shenanigans
Man
and
Logan.
cash grabs.
I even thought the Old Man Hawkeye was cool. I ain't doing the Old Lady Harley.
I'll tell you how it is.
There's no way you last all 5 issues.
Probably not. No. I didn't even make it through
That was
Old Man
pretty
Hawkeye.
good.
Wow, look at that Titans 28B. Phil Jimenez.
That's
That's
old
nice.
school.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Not complete. I don't know what I think of the Frizen cover.
It's nice.
Spooking me.
I like it.
Spooking me.
Yeah, it's spooky. Witching Hour, right? Man, that's a lot.
Marvel.
Of stuff there.
Anything in Marvel? Oh, I love
J.G. Jones doing a Black Cat.
Yep.
Is that right? It says
J.G.
Humberto
Jones has got
Ramos,
the
so
variant.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Oh, they got him flipped again then.
No.
No?
Yeah, he's the.
Is that right?
J.G. Jones
Is
in
that
the Black
J.G.
Cat
Jones?
variant. They just didn't give him credit in the actual solicited portion, but yeah, that's him. Tell by looking at it.
Oh, okay. Well, who did the Yoon? Is the Yoon Lee? Is that the right one?
Yeah,
What's the Goblin cover? Because that's pretty good.
I like that J.G. Jones quite a bit.
Oh, there it is. Moon Knight.
I'm sorry, I'm giggling.
200.
Black Panther versus Deadpool Hamner variant.
The end.
The sacrifices that had to be made to get this.
It's a celebration
That
of
is
200 issues of the
that is
multifaceted Moon Knight.
the Finch cover for Uncanny X-Men. So they've screwed up Moon Knight even in the previous solicit. The ultimate disrespect for our old boy Moon.
What the B cover is? The Finch cover? Oh man. Well, that's a Becky Cloonan cover. Jason Burrows and Max on art, doing the. I guess they get to do the whole thing. That's cool. Old Enemies Return. Oversized anniversary issue. So that means they'll probably do an homage to all the covers.
And we know the
something in
story's
there.
going to
I'm
wrap up
excited.
right there.
Yeah, probably has to, doesn't it? Because it's
Uh-uh.
not going to be out again for a while. So I'm going to say goodbye. Moon Knight. Love you.
Thanks for playing.
Bye-bye.
Spider Girls. 1 of 3. Mayday Parker. Original Spider Girl. I don't even know who's in this Spider Girls book.
That's the one
I
that
think
looks
so,
pretty
yeah.
all ages, right?
Can't keep track of the spiders.
What do you think of the Juggernaut mugshot variant?
Oh yeah, let me see. Where is it?
it's it's really good.
That's awesome. Those have all been really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we might have
that'd
missed
be
the boat
nice
on
set to
those.
have.
What a nice
What if
set.
Thor was raised by frost giants? That's cool.
So
Oh, and
these
there's
are
a
all.
frost giant Thor action figure. That's cool.
So the what ifs now, they're not reprinting anymore, right? These are
Correct.
new stories. Okay. And they're all going to be number ones, it seems.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. So it's not really a what if ongoing series, it's just a series of special editions.
And there is
or
a really
one-shots.
cool True Believers. What if Silver Surfer possessed the Gauntlet? That's really cool. That's the homage
And
to
so that's
the What If 49
and so that's
from 1989.
that's
But that's where
that's
the
a
dollar.
reprint then. Yeah, so's the Craven.
It's true. I don't like Craven, but yeah. Yeah, he freaks me out.
You don't like
One
Craven?
cough thing, I think.
Well, he and I have a lot in common. We're both really, really great hunters, and there's a lot of.
I always saw you as a
stuff in
Batroc the
common we
Leaper
have.
kind of guy.
I don't know. I don't even know that reference.
I should get credit for knowing it.
You should. You get a bonus point.
J. Scott Campbell on the cover A of X-Men Black Juggernaut. Anytime you get J. Scott Campbell for cover, you just do it.
Yeah, good, nice. I don't know much about Juggernaut except what I saw in the Deadpool 2.
All right, anything else in Marvel, sir? All right, let's head on down to Dynamite. Kiss, did they mix their own blood in the printing of this one as well?
I hope not.
A lot of Kiss fans, though, so these books could do pretty good.
Wasn't there... But didn't the Amy Chu Kiss...
Nah.
Didn't do anything, did it?
Probably past the prime of them doing anything. That's a cool photo cover, though.
Yeah. Nothing else for me up there.
Yeah, nothing else. Don't care about Mars Attacks, do you? Head on down to Boom.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right, let's get into our back half and our smaller publishers, sir.
Annie Bonnie, wasn't that the people that did the Blue Juice people, right?
That has just taken way too long.
How long has it been
It's
since
been a
there
long
was an
time.
Annie Bonnie?
I had the first 3 or 4, and then they just didn't come out in enough time, and I lost all interest.
Yeah. Dead Kings. That first issue is an Aftershock book. This is also Steve Orlando. Matthew Dow Smith doing the art. I think you liked this, didn't you?
It was a good
solicit
story,
a
if
lot.
I remember correctly.
Sasha never saw his younger brother until the secret police made him disappear. Sasha left Thrice 9, the dirty folklore world that limps along in the wreckage of a techno-magic war
this was
30
not
years
it.
ago. I
No,
don't think
did
this
not
was
like
the
that.
solicit
I
you
wouldn't
like.
have even read that. That's too much reading.
Does have a Gatos B cover though, Michael Gatos, which is really nice. Mark Twain's Niagara. That's a $9 book. I'm not even gonna give it a glance at $9.
No,
Is that
that's
wrong?
the price to be paid for that kind of thing.
I mean, even if it's a double sized, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's triple sized,
Yep.
this doesn't make sense.
Drew, this is the point of the podcast where I say, let's scroll back and find out all the things we missed. Let's get up there and find our pick of the week. What's the one book to make sure you go to your LCS on the day that it releases and make sure you pick up, because it will be worth some money. Are you going to have allegiance to your Moon Knight 200?
Yes. This is going to be the cover image of the episode. This is going to be my pick. I don't care what you pick. Doesn't matter. You're not going to get any airtime with your imagery. It's going to be all about
just
Moon
to
Knight
throw you
200.
an extra bone, I will make mine Lodger #1 by David Latham. And if we have the ability to find a Sakimvich cover, we would like you to do that as well. So, a Drew-centric episode with a couple of good ideas for the IDW publishing on that Lodger #1. So if you disagree with Lodger #1 or Moon Knight 200, let us know why, and let us know what you think the best book of the week is for October 24th, 2018. Or if you think we're dead on, we'd love to hear that you agree with us. Maybe a little bit of positive reinforcement for the things that we do would be awesome. If you have not left us a 5-star review on iTunes, we encourage you to do so. All those that toss us a nice review by the end of the year, we're going to throw the names in a hat, and we will send you a signed comic and maybe any other swag we find between now and then.
It is also the last chance to get the C4 FAP bundle from Cowabunga. So this will be the last chance before that goes away. Livewire #1 from Valiant. Nice #1 from American Gothic Press. Wizard Beach #1 from Boom. And Lovetown #1 from Devil's Due. Remember, that's $8.99, 47% off for all 4 of those. And you have your own little spec bundle.
Very cool. Feel free to get a hold of us on Twitters, Facebooks. All these things can be found at comicsfunprofit.com. Drop us a line any way you see fit. So for Drew and for myself, see ya.